If I asked you to name me the first beatmap you can think of, what would you say? If I were to pool all the responses that I would get to this question, I would guess people would think of your Haramachi Clovers, Blue Zenith, and maybe even My Love. You know, something that truly embodies the Osu community. Anything you choose is probably a map with huge significance to Osu, whether it inflated the PP counts of each player, holds a monumental achievement, or spawned memes. But what I can tell you is that no one in the world will suggest this beatmap. Why? Because it's so weird, it probably shouldn't even exist. Let's start with the facts. This map is 3 minutes and 22 seconds long with 300k or so plays. The song is a slow-paced, romantic song in Polish mapped by I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. The thing about his maps is that they all tend to be very low in both star difficulty and BPM. In fact, the highest star difficulty on any of his ranked maps is 4.13 stars. This beatmap is no different, as the song is only 110 BPM and the top difficulty is only 3.34 stars. Unless you're playing with double time, you're probably not gonna touch this map. Okay, big deal. What's so special about a beatmap that you're probably never gonna play? Well, the weird stuff doesn't come in the top difficulty, but the easiest difficulty, well, let me just put it this way. When you think of Osu, what do you think is the core element of the game? Aiming? Streaming? Choking FCs? No! I think most of us can agree that the core element of Osu is clicking the circles. I mean, even the title screen tells you to do this. Click the circles. You can't have Osu without circles. So with that in mind, I regret to inform you that the lower difficulty of this beatmap has no circles at all. This map is 3 minutes and 23 seconds long, and this beatmap has exactly 0 circles. This lower difficulty only has 61 sliders. That means, on average, you only see one object you have to click on every 3.33 seconds. All you have to do is move your cursor to the slider head, hold one button on your keyboard for 3 seconds, then repeat this over and over again for 203 seconds when the map finally ends. I'm convinced that doing this will be the slowest 3 minutes of your life. Not only that, but since the beatmap is just sliders, you don't even need to time your presses properly. The overall difficulty of this beatmap is 1, meaning you can be off by as much as 190 milliseconds too early or too late and still SS this map just as long as you can aim and follow the slider ball properly. This window is so lenient that you could, detect visual stimulus. 190 milliseconds might not sound like much, until you realize that 190 milliseconds is the time difference between Usain Bolt in second place in the 100-meter dash during the 2008 Olympics. And that time difference looks like this. Yeah, rhythm game my ass. Well, that was fun. I brought light to a weird beatmap that you guys have never heard of. And I would say this is over, until you realize that this beatmap has difficulties for all 4 game modes. Now, there isn't anything weird about Mania and Catch that I could find, but Taiko has something incredibly bizarre. Let me introduce you to the leaderboard of death. There is nothing else in this entire game that gets more impossible than this. Not only is this beatmap so difficult that the leaderboard is filled with D ranks and impossible to pass without no fail, everyone on the leaderboard has 0% accuracy. If someone asks you what the most impossible map in Osu is, it's not Galaxy Collapse, it's not Bookmaker, and it's not any of the weird Aspire shit. It's this beatmap, baby. This impossible beatmap comes at a star rating of a whopping 0.15 stars. Wait, what? Okay, let me take a look at how this plays. Alright, we're starting with a drum roll at the start. Okay, there's another drum roll. And there's another drum roll. Okay, is it just this the entire time? Okay, we're nearing the end. It's been nothing but drum rolls, and the accuracy of Auto is still at 0%, so let's see what happens. Auto just failed a 0.15 star map. What an incredible time to be alive. But why did this happen? Clearly there was no object missed, but Auto still failed this beatmap. Well, for Taiko in specific, in order to pass a beatmap, your health bar must be at least 50% full. Normally, successfully hit objects are supposed to give health to the player, but drum rolls do not affect health whatsoever, either positively or negatively. And since this beat map was just drum rolls the entire time, there was no HP gain throughout the entire beat map, and it just remained at 0. And at the end, since the player's health is still 0, the beat map is automatically failed because the player's health is not at least 50. This is why the beat map requires no fail to pass. Additionally, drum rolls do not affect accuracy at all, and since this beat map only consists of drum rolls, the accuracy remains at 0%. So what you get is a beat map that is impossible to pass without no fail, and accuracy that cannot be above 0. Weird, right? This is now your favorite weird Osu beat map that you have never heard of. Until now.